What is up, guys? Welcome back to Zachary Reality. It is
Hey,
Friday, and we are back with my girl, Molly. She was highly requested. Everyone loved you last week, and it was just
thank
so
you,
much
thank
fun
you.
being able to bounce everything off with you. So we have so many fun topics we're going to be getting into today, like House of Villains, Bachelor in Paradise, the Golden Bachelor. We'll talk a little Kardashians, Love is Blind. We have a lot to get into. Molly, tell me, how was your week?
It's been good. Finally, the sun was out. Last week was all rain. So this
How
week
was
was
the
good.
hurricane? The flood?
Luckily, so yeah, flooding happened all day Friday and Saturday morning-ish it stopped. So that was lovely. And then all this week has been sunshine, which is great. It's supposed to rain again tomorrow, but hopefully not for that long. I don't know why New York, New Jersey has been just rain for like
Yeah,
a month.
it's so hot in LA. I got back and it was so hot,
Like 90s hot or like 80s hot.
like 90s hot.
Yeah,
It's
that's hot.
so hot. Yeah.
Different than here. I'm in like literally a sweater today, fall vibes.
Yes. Well, I'm in purple because it is the week of House of Villains. So I have to tell you guys about it. It was so
Yes.
much fun. Where do we even start? Like, what do you know anything about the show? What do I need to
So I
explain?
don't know much about the show. I just know who the cast is because obviously I follow the different shows, but tell me about it.
Okay. Well, so basically, the show is 10 villains in a house. They're competing for $200,000. And there's
Crazy.
challenges. So if you win a challenge, you have power. You'll be able to put up three people on the block. Those three people then compete in another challenge. One person wins the challenge, two people are on the bottom, and then the bottom of the pyramid. And then everyone in the house will vote off one of the two people. So that's kind of like the premise of the show.
Crazy.
I only saw
Okay.
the first two episodes, so I don't know how it's going to transform with the rules and stuff towards the middle and the end and everything. But I think it's such a good show. It's going to be so
Agreed.
iconic. I love villains. Like, who are you most excited about on the show?
Jax. 1,000% Jax. And that's why, like, if it weren't for him, maybe I don't know if I'd watch, but I definitely most excited for him.
He's great. So this week I
So
got to
great.
interview the whole cast.
Yeah, how was meeting him last night?
Well, I've met him before, but it's not about me. It was just about interviewing the whole cast, which was so
Yeah,
much fun. I think out of everyone I met last night, I would say Abby Lee Miller
I
was
can't.
because she wasn't at the press junket the day before because she's only going to be on the show for like an episode. So I didn't know if she was going to be there, but I really, really wanted to meet her because she's such an icon. And she pulled up and I was like, Abby Lee Mother effing Miller?
You raised me.
Oh my God, literally. My one of my best friends, Jack, he's like the biggest Dance Moms fan of all time. So he has like now I'm a huge fan of Abby, and like we've been talking
Yeah,
about her nonstop the past couple of months and watching all of her videos like on YouTube and stuff. So I'm just like in an Abby kick. So seeing her last night, I was the most excited.
love. How are they in person, like everyone versus on camera? Like
I
meeting
mean,
people in person, are they different at all?
I feel like everyone is exactly like what you would think they would be.
We love that. Great.
During like press day, like I know that they had 6 hours of press. So it's crazy how much, work they're doing to promote the show and how many
Yeah,
interviews and how they know that it's part of the gig. You got to be positive, you got to answer all the questions. So I
right.
had three different groups of people for my portion. And I actually got invited from TikTok. So if anyone was like kind of wondering, I was there like independently from TikTok, and it was like NBC kind of coordinated it. So I had and my friend is sleeping in the background. She
I didn't
came to me
notice.
last night. Yes. I gave her a blindfold. So she had so much fun last night. But so I had three groups of three. So I had Johnny Bananas, Bobby, and Tanisha first in a room. I had them for about 10 minutes. And then I had Johnny Fairplay, Tiffany New York, and Corinne. And to be honest, that was my favorite group. I
Corinne.
liked I liked the three of them together a lot.
I forgot about Corinne. Yeah, I'm also excited about Corinne.
She's great. And then
Yeah.
the last group was Anfisa, Omarosa, and Jax. And they're all so fabulous. I have so many great things to say about everyone. I really bonded with Omarosa a lot. I brought her this gavel because she's from Celebrity Apprentice. Have you seen that show?
No, I haven't. Isn't Shake also on this?
Shake is on it, but he wasn't able to attend because
Got it.
he wasn't able to get off work. So he was the only cast member that wasn't there. But I will have an interview with Shake next week. So we're gonna have to just do it virtually. So don't worry. And I had them all for like 10 minutes each, and then I would like just ask them questions, and it was just great. It was like, and then last night was the premiere party. So that's kind of where they invited like every creator was there under the sun who covers reality TV, like
That's amazing.
everyone you see in your FYP in the internet. And then it was just like the whole cast was there, and there was the carpet, and there was like all this cool stuff. We got a gift bag, so
Little
like
unboxing.
I feel like I need to share with the class.
Yeah.
Deck of cards, House of
So
Villains.
cute.
We got matches
Love.
and a candle.
Cute. Does it smell good?
I think so. I'm sure it does. It probably smells like villain.
Villain. I want to say, yeah, like
It does smell good. It's the burning bridges, hints of heated scandals, and a touch of enemies tears.
we love that.
Okay, so I'm like, I really wanted to find out. I didn't want to get spoiled, but I really was just trying to like observe and kind of make a
Right.
prediction on who I think could win the show, because I'm really into competition shows and I love strategy shows. So I was really just trying to gather the room and see what I can pick up on, but I didn't want to be overly nosy because I truly didn't want to know. Before I kind of share some insight, what do you think? Who do you think's going to win? Who do you think has a good chance?
I don't know many of them well enough. I would say that just based on watching them, like between Jax and Corinne, I feel like they could be very like mind gamey if that has
Hmm.
anything to do with it.
Yeah, you got
Um,
to make
they would
alliances,
be,
challenges.
yeah. So I think those two would be my top. I feel like Shake may give in and or like spill something, maybe blurt out something he's not supposed to, and share things that he may not need want to. So I guess those would be my top two.
Okay. I really don't know. And there's a few people I think have a good chance. And I think Tanisha is one of them. I think Tiffany has a good chance. And I really think Anfisa, so she's a little bit more quiet and shy in regards to everyone, because these are big personalities. Anfisa
Yeah,
could really sneak up on people because I've seen how manipulative
like
she is on 90
under the
Day,
radar a little bit.
and she's going to go under the radar. No one will see her as a target.
Yeah,
Amarosa is a very big character. So, you're going to immediately see her take over the house on episode 1. And she's Amarosa, she's the last to arrive. So I think that, could she run the game all the way to the end? Time will tell. I mean, Johnny Fairplay has survivor experience. Corinne is going to be playing the flirt
right.
card. Johnny Bananas is
Yeah,
very smart. I think that Jackson Shake get into it a little bit. So
right.
there's a lot of options. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm sad. And I really think everyone needs to tune in on October 12th on E.
So excited. So excited. Definitely. 6 more days.
Yes, we got this. We can get there.
Yeah.
Shall we get into Bachelor in Paradise? Let's talk Paradise
Yeah.
first. Tell me
Yeah.
about
Love
your
is more
thoughts last
exciting.
night. Give us the scoop.
Okay, I guess the biggest thing that happened last night was definitely the Will, Kylie, Olivia, Avon love square.
Where? Okay.
And I would say personally, I'm kind of happy with how it ended up. I just we knew that the second Avon came in, Kylie would be like, "Bye, Will, like nice knowing you." And I honestly liked them together as much as I thought maybe I'd be a little annoyed with how she went about it. It was only day 2, and she knew she'd love Avon, so a little fangirly. I felt like a little forced in the beginning, which I was like,
I think they're
but
all
Avon seemed
fangirls
like
though. They're all
yeah,
fangirls. Like the way
you
they're like
have like your
Hannah
own
Brown.
fangirl of you like, right. Oh yeah, when Hannah Brown came in, they all were fangirls.
But I liked how
Um,
Jess was like, she is the Taylor Swift of Bachelor Nation, because I agree. And I think she
yeah,
is. I also think with The Bachelor, the show's been on for so long that like at this point, you're really only going to cast fans of the show. So don't hate the
right.
player, hate the game. I think a lot of the girls are really fabulous. In regards to
Same.
Avon and Kylie in that situation, I think it was a little
I like
misleading.
them.
It's a little misleading, I think, with Will, because I really think she made up her mind, but I guess she like had to meet Avon and go on the date before she knew. But her mind was made up in her head that that's what she wanted. So I kind of feel
Right.
I feel like maybe she screwed
Badly.
Will
I
along just
felt
a
badly for
little bit,
Will.
but I think she really made up for it when she passed Will along to her best friend Mercedes, which I love how
Yes.
you can hook up with this with your best friend's man. Like it was
Yeah,
perfect. So I think
it
she
was
made up for
perfect.
it, and I think she went about it as classy as she could. You know, you can't. She liked
Agreed.
who she liked, and I respect that she went after what she wanted. So I'm happy
Same.
with how it all transpired, and I'm happy Olivia got to stay at the end. But I also feel like her story was kind of like done at that point. So I
Yeah, I
understand that
felt like
maybe
I would
like
have been fine with her leaving. I kind of wish Greer stayed. I felt like they gave her more like screen time last night, which we never really see much of. So I was excited for her to maybe stay, and I'm sad she left. I think I would have rather her stay than Olivia.
yeah, I just feel like Olivia's like story just kind of closed out. Like I wanted justice for her, but I think that like
Same.
her man's not on the beach. I would have loved to see more of
Yeah.
Kat. I was starting to really like her. The
I know. And I really thought Peter went in that she was the blonde bombshell and like she was the one for him. So I do wonder if it was like a last minute swap, if like producers had anything to do with
producers,
Olivia staying. Yeah, because
100%.
clearly the Olivia Kylie feud is not done yet.
Our Aaron S and Peter are the exact same person. They look so much alike.
I know, and I don't remember Aaron S at all. So like I watched that. I'm like, I don't even have an opinion because I don't know you. Maybe I'll
They
have to like
look
watch on whole things.
they're the
I
same
know.
person. That fight at the end was like I
And
was like,
Peter dancing in the background first.
yeah, that was a little immature. So I
Yeah, I did
understand.
not understand.
But then Peter was the one who was calling Aaron immature when Peter was the one being immature. And I understand why Aaron got
Totally.
upset if he was like talking crap about him because you don't want it's so frustrating when someone
Right.
talks crap about you to like the person
For
you're
no
dating.
reason.
Yeah, for no
Yeah, and for no
reason.
reason. Yeah, no, that was definitely frustrating.
You know what else
Yeah.
was frustrating? And I really want to get into this. When Avon came down to the beach, I wanted to see a conversation with him and
Him
Rachel.
and Rachel,
They
same.
completely glazed over it. We saw them hug, so obviously they're on good terms. There was never a conversation
Right.
between Kylie and Rachel.
No,
I do not give a flying F about Peter and Aaron fighting over Sam. I am
at
tuning in
all.
to see Rachel and Avon, and now next week they're going to have Tyler come in and they're going to make that a thing. So they're going
So
to just
excited.
completely glaze over the Avon and Rachel conversation. Like, so frustrated.
Insane. No, I literally couldn't believe it either. Even when before he went on the date, he was holding the date card and you could see Rachel in the background, like glancing, looking. Still nothing. That had to have happened and been edited out.
Yeah, so how do you think it went?
They obviously talked. I mean, I guess well, if like they didn't have enough drama to even show or like anything of substance, they probably said hello and let's like move on, move forward. So I'm thinking maybe there is more like either if it's excitement or tea around when Tyler comes in.
Yeah, because I think Tyler and Rachel could maybe rekindle. We do know in the trailer we see
Yeah,
her kissing Jordan V, but her and Avon aren't going to rekindle. With Kylie and Avon, they were kind of saying that it was like a couple fire emojis. They just felt very comfortable with each other very fast, and
right.
I think that they made it known before they got to the beach, for
Agreed. Because do
that
you think there was more than
they were going there for each other, so they like
yeah,
each
I
other,
think
and that's.
there was more than just a fire emoji because they both kept saying to each other, like, finally, 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 we're meeting each other.
But I think
And
it was
like,
too specific where I do believe them. I think it was more of like them telling mutual friends that they wanted to go to
yeah,
the beach to each other. And like that's fine that
they
they
both
like
were
each other.
aware.
And like I understand that like there's so many months between Paradise and when you get off your season. So I get that there is a lot of pre-planning in your head and thinking about the
Right.
build up. So I understand why Kylie is like she's so built up. So she's doing the best she can, but it's just like
Yeah.
it's relatable. I don't know.
No, I agree. And I like was happy to see them together despite all the other Will, Olivia stuff.
Yeah. Let's talk about Hannah Brown coming down to the beach. I mean, everyone knew she had a boyfriend, but I guess, she
Right.
kind of played into it because maybe they broke up. I do believe Hannah Brown went to like promote her podcast and like
Yeah,
on.
no, it definitely had some other right. I agree. I think she came in and like it was fun seeing everyone be like Hannah Brown, and like for like a brief minute, maybe they thought she was there to date, but I do think they all knew she was like engaged, borderline
Yeah, well, the thing is she wasn't engaged yet because
on
this
the
was filmed in
show. So like
June.
soon.
I guess I don't know when she got engaged, like right after, I guess.
Yeah, very leading up to it. They all kind of knew she was in a relationship, but I do think that if anyone was gonna kind of and like stir the pot and play that silly game, I love that it was Hannah Brown.
Oh my God, I thought she did such a good job stirring the pot. That's literally my dream job, by the way, to
Same.
literally go in there and just stir the pot.
Stir the
Like
pot. Be
it was
like,
just like
hey.
such direct questions and it was really telling.
Yeah,
I don't think that Jordan and Rachel are gonna last. What do you think?
at all. Or
Not
Sean.
Jordan. I'm gonna call him
Sean.
Jordan forever.
No, because literally considering he said he liked Jess and Rachel was like, it's fine. I love the pace we're going at. She knows. She knows this isn't like the end for her.
He really does like Jess, but Jess is kind of tied into
I know.
Blake.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll just have to see. I don't know. I definitely know some of the guys that come in, but I still don't know any of the girls, and I wasn't spoiled, so I don't know who comes in.
Yeah,
Do you
I
know
don't
anyone
know.
exciting?
No, we said this last week. The only other girl that I know is going is Davia, but
Oh,
I
you did.
don't
Yeah, right. You did know
but I don't
that.
know like any other girls that are gonna walk in and we haven't seen any in the teaser. So I feel like I think
Right.
it's just gonna kind of dwindle. But next
They
week we
keep being
see
guys.
yeah, so the three girls went
Tyler.
home. So the next week will be Tyler and Tanner.
And then at some point, Jordan comes in. So that's three guys we know of and no
Yes.
girls. Really,
So
one girl.
what do you think of Kat and Brayden? Ticking time bomb?
Yes, absolutely. And I do agree. I forget which guy said this, but like Braden's clearly all in and Kat's kind of like all in for now. And she already vocalized that she was going to be interested when Tanner came in. Right. She
Mhm.
said Tanner. Yeah. So taking time bomb.
So what's like the move? Do you like have to like let it be known? Because I feel like it's weird that some of these girls just are so vocal about their crush. Like maybe they have to
I
have to
know.
do that for producers. Because I almost feel like when you bring in the storyline, then they come in. Like Avon, it was like everyone's talking about him, bring him in.
Right.
So I think that's why they say it. Otherwise,
They
I wouldn't be
must.
telling everyone my crush.
No, literally when they were sitting around the circle, when Hannah said to Sean, like, who else do you like? I was sitting with my friends and was like, why does he have to say anyone? Just lie and be like, I love getting to know Rachel, like, period, done. But they must know, like, oh, so and so's coming in, or oh, they want this story to play out.
Yeah, there was like a little thing on Instagram where Brayden like reposted a thread that Kat posted and it seemed like there was just like some bad blood. So I'm just like anticipating them having like a breakup next week. I think Kat's gonna dump him,
Yeah,
and I mean I'm not invested in them as a couple at all, so I don't
no, me
care.
either. Me either. I honestly don't know who I picture him with. So,
No one. I think he's gonna go
like,
home.
yeah,
What do you
poor
think
thing.
about? Let's talk about Mercedes, Aaron, and Eliza. So Aaron B,
I
he
feel badly for her.
yeah, so he gave Mercedes a kiss on night one, and then the next day he spent his whole day with Eliza. So then there kind of started to be a little bit of a love triangle because I guess he didn't communicate, but I also feel like how do you communicate in like 24 hours
Right. I do think that they all need to give each other like a minute to breathe,
and just
and
like
it's only
have
been 48
connections?
hours. Yeah,
Yeah.
just like feel it out, like Love Island style, just bop around, get to know everyone. Yeah, I felt badly for both of them. I felt badly for Eliza for feeling like she was put in the drama again when she wanted no part of it. And I also feel like when people start crying on this show, I feel like they're also probably exhausted and delirious. So I throw that into the mix. And all of the emotions are high. And I felt badly
So
for Mercedes because she really was interested and let down.
but it all worked out for
Those are my
Mercedes. So
season.
I'm really happy for her. But I don't feel bad for Eliza at all. Do you not remember last season? Eliza caused the love
I guess it
triangle.
was the drama,
She's
but
like,
wasn't,
she's like, I don't want to be in a love triangle. The one you caused last year when you went back and
yeah,
forth and flew the cameras
that
out
was
to
a cause.
Baltimore. She was the
Yeah,
problem. Eliza was the
was the
problem.
problem. So I guess this is kind of her karma. I just felt like this time she really tried to just like find her connection, period, wasn't trying to be drama. And
Fair,
then it ended up being drama.
fair
So a
enough.
little karma.
But
Yeah.
now she's locked in with Aaron B.
I'm not really convinced about that. Are you?
Yeah.
All right. We'll have to see how it plays out.
Yeah. And then the last couple, I guess, was
Well, Mercedes
Peter,
will.
Mercedes and Will, which is great. Peter
Yeah.
gave
I
his
do
rose
think a little bit
to
at
Olivia.
first I kind of felt she knew that that was their only option, but then when I saw them connect a little more, I was here for it. At first
Mercedes
I
is a
kind of felt like,
star.
oh,
And Mercedes, I just
yeah,
want to win. Like she's just so positive and kind.
he's great. Totally. And she was so, so nice to Will while he was having a total breakdown.
Yes. Who honestly, like Will, he has a big heart. He
He
does.
does.
We got to give him a little points. He was
I
a
know.
softie. He cares.
Total. Yeah, no, I felt badly for him, especially after he like ended things with Olivia and then was let down by Kylie and then was just like he needed a Mercedes cuddle.
Yeah, yeah. But Mercedes has her eye on Tyler Norris. So I think next week it'll be like Rachel and Mercedes in a love triangle. And then the last couple was Sam, the redhead with Aaron. And Peter was
Right.
trying to pull a move on Sam, but I feel like Sam, she was like, I'm finishing my conversation. Like she was already down
He
for
was
Aaron.
not,
So Peter should have not
yeah,
like he shouldn't have interjected at a rose ceremony when there was three to
no,
four girls that were looking for love. Like I did want to see one of those other girls maybe stay.
same. Yeah, no, I wasn't a fan of how he approached that. And if she's not interested, she's not interested. But he also, I loved how they edited him telling every single one of those three girls how attractive they are. You're the most attractive one here. And then he told all three of them that. So that was
Yeah.
funny. But yeah, he
So
didn't catch the vibe that she's not interested.
and next week will be Sam's poop baby. My prediction is that she gets medically evacuated.
I think so too, which would be really sad. But did you see that Aaron gives her like a tray of like poop food?
I think that this is going to be really cringy to watch next week, but I also think it might be
Absolutely.
like a little educational just in case you ever end up in the same position or like it
Here's
might.
prunes. Here's some, he looked like Taco Bell.
Yeah. Well, overall, I
Yeah,
thought it
no,
was a
it's
good
not
episode. I was at
the
the premiere last night, so I missed it live, but once I watched on Hulu, I wanted to watch Paradise before Golden because I was more excited about Paradise.
Yeah, no, me too. I mean, it definitely is that way. And I think that's also why the order of them on TV is Golden first, because they want people to watch Golden and then watch Paradise.
But the viewers were double for Golden and then they dropped.
Insane.
So more
They
people
dropped
do
her
like
last
Golden.
night.
No, more people like Golden Bachelor
Oh,
than
dropped after
Paradise.
Paradise.
But
Well, because
yes.
Golden's new. Golden probably has so many new like audience members versus Paradise if you didn't watch past seasons or you
Mhm.
don't know this cast. Like some of the cast I don't know, even though I normally know them because I like wasn't super involved in like charity season or Zach's. So yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Let's talk a little bit about Golden Bachelor. I thought it was a little slow for me, but I do think that it's going to really pick up as it gets more intense.
Agreed.
There's a lot of
We
fabulous
had little
women.
cat fights here and there.
What
A
was the
few
cat
this
fight? What was it?
when what's her name? I wrote her name down when what's her face took Leslie's dress. Natasha took Leslie's hippie outfit and Leslie was very butthurt about it. I feel like that was the first minute cat fight that happened. And I feel like when emotions start to heighten, there might be a couple more.
Okay. I liked that they did the photo shoot date because that is very like reminiscent of like OG
Yeah,
Bachelor.
loved
So
it.
I was really into that. And then I loved how he took Teresa on the
Teresa
date.
on the diner date. Teresa on the
Diner
diner date
date.
was so cute. However, I cannot believe that they had him drive. I felt so badly the entire time. He was so anxious driving. She was anxious with him, like hand on shoulder, like, it's okay, you're doing so well. She was supportive,
Wait,
but I
why was
felt
he
so
nervous
bad.
driving? Because it was dark?
It was dark and it was the first time he was ever driving on a California highway. And
Oh my God, that's not
his
safe.
no, and his lights were like blinking, like they weren't staying on.
I'm
He like
crying.
couldn't see. It was dark. He was like anxious and like she was trying to be supportive, but they also were in like a convertible. That's not the most safe car either. So
Oh my God. Okay,
that I felt badly.
full transparency. I only paid attention to like 50% of the episode because I was like waking up and doing shit. But
Yeah, no,
that's
that
why you're
happened
here to fill
first.
us in.
Yeah, I felt so badly for him. But once I got to the diner, it was super cute. And I felt like they both got like vulnerable with each other. I thought that was cute. And then like a flash mob. I think she's just very nice. Do they have like the best connection? I'm not totally sold yet, but I do really like her.
Yeah. There was like a few girls crying, and then why did he give the girl, the woman, a rose, the group date rose?
The girl,
What
the
why did
lady.
I call everyone the girl? It's I don't know. But why
Same.
did what did wait, what was she was breaking down and then he
Yeah.
gave her the
So
rose because he cares about her and like wants her to stay?
Nancy. So
Okay.
Nancy was really upset because she put on a wedding dress and it brought flashbacks of when she
Oh
got
yes,
married to
yes,
the
yes.
love of her life, who unfortunately also passed away. So they kind of connected and like bonded over that, and how they both like will have random moments that get to them and they are not really sure why. But they were able to like totally bond over it, and that's why he gave her the rose. It
So
was cute,
cute.
heartfelt. I
Yeah.
know.
And there was a lot of conversations about like death and how you want
Yeah,
to find love
Joan.
again. Joan, there was like a few of them, and there was one in the bed upstairs that was so
That
intimate
was
and emotional.
Joan.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Joan's husband passed away 2 years ago, she said. So
She
that was
can't
a
look at
more
the picture. It's so sad.
it's a sad show. Yeah. They need to get back up to the flash mobs
But
and the
I kind of liked
diamonds.
it. But I liked how they were open about it. I felt connected to it. So how many girls went home this week? Women, 3.
3, I
So
believe. Ugh,
so
I
are we
was
down to
really upset
like
when
who?
so Natasha went home, the one who stole the hippie outfit, and she's like so funny and loud.
Wait, I watched
And
her
she
in the
went home.
credits when she was like, "You need to have
Yes,
chairs at the
yes.
lobster."
We have chairs. I'm with you, girl. We don't know how long they were standing there for.
I love
So
it.
yeah, I was upset that she went home. Peggy, I think, went home. I think that was her name. And then one other girl that I honestly didn't even recognize. So she didn't get much screen time.
I mean, I'm rooting for Kris Jenner. I'm rooting for April.
I literally have written in my notes like Susan is Kris Jenner.
She is. They made her do a
So
TikTok
is.
and they were like, "You're doing amazing, sweetie." She was on like doing promo like that.
Yeah, no, she totally is Kris Jenner. So yeah,
Okay,
love.
well, there's like 15 girls left, women icons. So we'll talk about it. We're gonna stay tuned. I really think I'm gonna get more invested as it goes along because that's how it is with The Bachelor. But like
Yeah.
Paradise, I'm like so sad. Um, any final thoughts on Golden?
Honestly, not really. I'm excited for Faith to get more time with him. And I also love Ellen. So I'm excited for a one-on-one with him and Ellen. I feel like she needs her time to shine.
Yes. And no word from Patty. She didn't say anything about her exit.
Yeah, no, I don't think
So I
so.
checked.
I didn't check. Did she have an
Check her
Instagram?
Instagram. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if Patty was gonna give us a goodbye message and say thank you for giving us love.
Yeah.
2 days ago, loving Instagram. I had no idea I missed the beach. She's not addressing it. It wasn't meant to be. God
So
has a plan for
interesting.
me and you. That's what she said. Found it.
Oh, all right. Good.
Okay, that's not bad. Justice. We're still justice for Patty. We want her as the
Justice
Golden Bachelorette.
agreed.
So this
On Matt
week,
Compliment. He sure does.
what did he? Oh,
Adorbs. Love
that's so
them.
cute. So this week I watched the Kardashians and Molly watched Love Is Blind. So we're gonna give you guys
Yes.
a quick rundown.
And Dancing with the Stars.
Oh yeah, we'll do that after. So just give us like
Okay.
quick LIB, like, and then I'll do this. And I have my what is it? My goblet.
We love, yeah, no, Stanley over here.
Hmm.
So Quick Love is Blind. New episodes came out today. I've not watched them yet. So from last Friday, we had only 3 engagements, and it was Taylor and JP, Milton and Lydia, and Izzy and Stacy. They went to Mexico, and Taylor and JP ended things because JP, once exiting the pods, was mute, would not speak to her at all the entire trip. And he ended up saying that the reason why he wasn't speaking was because he felt uncomfortable when she wore makeup. So weird, so interesting. And she was like, why? Like, I wear makeup to impress, like, and make me feel good. Like, all the reasons why, like, I don't know, a girl would want to wear makeup. Like, it makes me feel great. I wear it dress up. And he was just like, no, when you wear makeup, it comes off very fake. So I'm not comfortable speaking to you face to face.
Okay.
So that was interesting and good for Taylor. She's out of there. Peace
Okay.
out. Yeah, so weird.
I know about the
And
love
then
square with Johnny and
Chris
and
and
Chris.
Stacey and Izzy.
So was the drama,
Yes,
was that fight when they all came to the party, was that intense?
it was slightly intense. Stacey actually kind of stayed out of it, and Chris kind of did too. It was more of Izzy Johnny because Izzy wanted to understand why she was lying to both, like saying one thing to Izzy and one thing to Chris. But she kind of just didn't own up to it, and he, I feel like, approached it the wrong way. He came on very strong. Johnny was crying. Stacey kind of was like, "Why? Like, why did you cause a scene?" I feel like she was
Mhm.
kind of like, "Step back. Let's just not worry about it."
Yeah.
Um, so it wasn't as drama as I thought it was going to be, but the drama of that night was more so Milton, Uche, Lydia.
Hmm. Yes.
So we do find out that Uche actually cheated on Lydia when they dated in real life.
What?
Yes. And like not in the pods. So he cheated on her after he flipped out on Aaliyah for cheating on her ex and said, like, I don't know if I can be with you if you're a cheater. And Lydia said, Uche cheated on me. And then Uche tried to tell like everyone watching that Lydia was a stalker who would stalk his followers and watch girls' stories.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if I was Lydia and was being cheated on by my boyfriend. Maybe I'd also be a little stalker.
Of
Like
course. That's the guy
obviously
always
we're
blaming
gonna
the
see
women.
if
Yeah. You made him
yeah.
crazy.
So maybe she's crazy. She definitely gives up a little bit of a crazy vibe. But in this situation, I'm like,
Somewhere in the
he's just
middle.
trying to cause drama and feel like he's like, I don't know, like the ruler, like he's above all. But of course she started screaming, yelling Lydia fashion, and then tried to find Milton. But I think it was the end of last week's episode before Milton could go to Lydia, Uche grabbed Milton.
Okay.
So we'll have to see that conversation how it plays out.
And where are we going at into the finale? So did the
It's
episodes that
just
dropped, is this the finale or is there a reunion next week? Like what's the schedule? Do you know?
I don't know. I think this might be it, and then next week the
Reunion.
reunion finale.
So are there weddings? Because I usually watch the weddings. So we'll see weddings this week.
So there should be, I mean, right now there's Milton, Lydia, and Stacy and Izzy. Those are the only couples we have.
It's the
So
smallest
as
amount
long
of
as
weddings
they
possible.
so small, and
Okay.
already there's already like a disconnect between Stacy and Izzy. I don't know spoilers, but watching it, like Stacy's very materialistic and she likes her things, and Izzy tried to serve her dinner on a paper plate and she had like a meltdown. So she likes her things, she likes nice things, totally understand, but like that's not Izzy. And he just explained how he like quit his job, just found a new one, but then hopped on Love is Blind. So he's, I don't know how financially like stable he is.
Yeah.
um and she owns her own home, so I just feel like they are in different paths right now. And not that he can't live up to it, but I also don't want him to change for her. So not really knowing how that's going to go. And then Milton and Lydia are like, he's 24, she's 31, and he lives with a roommate. Like I don't
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, I will definitely
Yeah.
watch this week's. Like I said, I like to skip the middle episodes, so I will have opinions next week on the weddings.
Yes.
So stay tuned. The Kardashians this week was a little on the boring side. Courtney was not in it.
Okay.
Kylie was not in it, and Kendall was not in it. So it really was just about Chloe, Kim, and Chris. Chris did
Interesting.
Megan Trainor's music video, I Am Your Mother. So she kind of took us behind the scenes on that. So that was my favorite part of the
Yeah,
episode. I thought it was fun. Kim went to Harvard to speak for people,
I saw that
and
in the
like,
preview.
and it's a little boring, and it was kind of interesting because Kim addressed that. She was like, I'm fighting to get this type of content on the show,
Right.
because it's not really necessarily what people tune into the Kardashians for. Like, people would tune into
She's
true
proud of
crime,
herself.
but she's proud of herself. I'm so proud of her. She's so smart. She's changing the world. Like,
Yeah.
she's an icon. She's a legend. And I think that if we're going to watch the show for the Kardashians, we need to, whatever is going on in their life is what we're watching. So this is a big part of Kim's life. So, she is teaching us a lot, and I think it's great, but it just wasn't what you want. It's not what you tune into the Kardashians for. And then
Yeah.
with Chloe, she has Tristan living with her. His house is still being built. It might be delayed. But Tristan's
So
younger
bad.
brother, Amari, who has seizures, he is living with them as well. So they kind of were talking about how they're going to care for him, and just like how much they're like learning from him, like all the lessons. It was just like really sweet.
She's just so nice. Like, if anything, I'd be like, I'll let your brother stay here, but can you please go?
Hmm.
Like, please.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
that's a mess. I
Chloe is
did
just so
see,
compassionate.
yeah, no, she's so, so nice. I'll have to watch this episode, but I did see T on Instagram of Courtney commenting about, because
The
people
group
were
chat.
commenting like, "Oh, your sisters weren't here. Your sisters weren't here. Like, are people from the chat here?" And she was like, "No one from the group chat is here." So
Oh
she
my
still is
God.
excluding her sisters like current day. Then this was filmed in like January.
Well, I commented on Kim's Instagram. I shaded her because she posted about Courtney's baby shower. And I was like, well, hopefully this one doesn't complain in the group chat. And because I was really team Courtney from last week. So um we'll see what happens next week. I definitely hope Courtney comes back. Let's talk Dancing
Yeah.
with the Stars. Should
I
we start
watched it
with?
in full this week. Like
Me
I
too.
actually tuned in like while it was airing.
Me too. We need, like, who else are we going to talk about besides Riley and Harry? Like, obviously they're our favorite couple and they need to win the show.
Yeah. Obviously, I showed you. I literally texted Harry like a gazillion times before I even watched it. Like
I'm
I'm so
team
rooting for him. I
Harry.
want him to make a comeback. Like, yeah, this was my phone while I was
Yes,
watching the show.
literally that's the thumbnail. Like,
Yeah, no, that's
so did
exactly it.
you see them holding hands at the Tate McRae concert?
Yeah, I saw your TikTok. I
I was
understand why people
there.
are
I didn't see
annoyed
them.
other than the TikTok.
I
Oh,
didn't see them
at the
there.
concert.
I was at the concert. I didn't
Yeah,
see them.
so sad.
Well,
I
did you
understand
see
why
my
people are
take?
like, "Oh,
Did you
she's
see my
young."
take? I said that I think that
The
um
thing is just like, don't get lost in the
don't get
crowd.
lost. And I think if they play it up, the more people that talk about them, that's the more votes. And I think that they both are want to win it. And they're the youngest. They have such good
Yeah,
chemistry. Like I just feel like they are a shoe in to win. And I hope that they make it to the end.
same. Because I was gonna say, even the people who are like, "How dare you like want this to be a couple? She's so young." Like you're still talking about them, and any sort of like
Publicity
talk
is
is good
votes.
publicity. Yeah. So like people can keep saying she is of age. She's 18, so like it's not like she's 16.
Yeah.
Um, and they're playing it up. They know what to do to market themselves, and it's great.
And Harry is genius at this. I mean, he's a professional
Genius.
at playing things up. Like, and Riley is so in for it. And I think because she was like a Dancing with the
Yeah,
Stars junior, like, and her sister was on it, like she knows the game. Like Riley is, it's so
absolutely.
fun to watch her story. And I almost feel like she's the star too in her own way. And like, I really hope like everyone's rooting for them and it's going to be great. Who else are you rooting for on the show? I mean, well,
I
Jamie Lynn went home
really
this week.
I called it. I
Mhm.
called Jamie Lynn going home on our last week's podcast. People just give her too much hate. She has more haters than a fan base, I think, at this point. Not that I'm saying you should comment hate because we
Yeah,
absolutely hate that. But I just
we hate
knew
hate.
that, yeah, we do hate. But I just knew that she wasn't going to stay very long. Like every single post her and Alan made, there was like a few nice comments, and the rest were like, why are you here? Like, who casted you, etc.
Mm.
So yeah, she went home. Maybe it was for the best. I'm glad Alan can be out of that drama a little bit. But I love watching Jason Mraz. He really is like he's doing great. And like it took me by surprise. Like not someone I thought would do so well, and he's doing great.
I mean, I
Is
know
that
I'm all here for my reality stars. I'm rooting for Ariana.
I
I
mean,
am
yes.
I'm rooting for Charity for sure. I'm not necessarily
Ferdinand's
rooting
boring.
for yeah, but wait till her partner comes back. I'm not necessarily rooting for Mauricio anymore because I think that the interviews and the questions are too much for him. And I think that a lot of the people asking him are just kind of crossing the line. Like he does not need to answer questions about Kyle every single week in their separation. Like
Yeah,
it's just like I feel like it's too much pressure for him. And I think he wanted to do
right.
the show so he would have his own voice because clearly the Beverly Hills
Well,
trailer just dropped.
Like Ariana did the same thing. The one dance was about it, and now we're done. So I wonder why his is dragging on.
Because Ariana's season ended and Mauricio's is
Yeah, yeah.
coming up. So it's I just feel bad for him, and I just think it will be too stressful for him if he's going to get asked about that every single week, especially when Beverly Hills premieres. Imagine they're on at the same time.
No, yeah, that's unfortunate. I didn't even think about that. He should have went on like after the season aired, like Ariana did, and like let it be like, and this is a new me. Like we're moving on, moving
Mm.
forward.
But I don't think he's
I
going to
feel
make
bad.
it that far. He was in the bottom two like both weeks.
Yeah, yeah.
But Emma is like
No,
an
Ariana
icon.
yeah. Ariana did great. I thought she was a little sloppier than a
Mhm.
previous week, but still did a great job. And Charity did fine. I thought the dance was a little boring, but I also loved Ezra. Him coming in as like last minute, he killed it. So love that.
And I saw the news that they're going to do a Taylor Swift night.
I know.
That's gonna be sick.
Unfortunately, I'm not a Swiftie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know. People like don't love that, but it's not like I'm so
Awkward
not.
silence and awkward silence.
Uh-huh. Sorry, guys. Not a Swiftie. Can appreciate, can understand, just not for me.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
But I
Well,
do think it's very cool that they're having a night for her.
yeah. Um, well, we got through all of the no, I'm not ending it because you said that, but it's time to end the pod. What
That's
a
what I felt like. All
fun
right,
week.
she's not a Swiftie. Peace out.
Okay, well, such a fun week of shows. Honestly, cannot wait for next
Such a fun.
week. Thank you so much for coming on again, Molly. I love
Of
having
course.
you. What are you up to this weekend? I like to leave the episodes every week. Like,
Yes.
tell us your weekend plans.
I'm actually going to visit my sister in college. It's parents' weekend. So me, my mom, my dad are going to parents' weekend. We're gonna hit the, college bar, do all the things, go to a date. I'm very excited about it.
Oh, cool. Well,
Yeah, back to my college days. Who knew?
I am going to a tea party tomorrow with
How cute.
Ginger Spice from the Spice Girls.
Yeah, a little bit of a cooler weekend that I'm having. How cool. I need to see your outfit. I need to know all the things.
Oh my God, I need my outfit. So literally she is having she has a new book coming out. So she has doing like a tea
Amazing.
party to launch the book. And I got an email that she specifically wanted me there and that she's a fan of my content. And I'm like,
You're amazing.
they never, no one's ever, they never say that when they invite me to events. So I'm like, and they're like, you need to be there by 11 because
You're
she
a
has to leave
star.
by 12. So she's gonna leave her event early. But I am like, I need to like study up on my Spice Girl shit. Like I need to be
Yeah,
ready to meet her.
that's amazing. I'm so excited. And I'm so excited to see your fit.
Okay.
Do we have like a cute tea party outfit
I'm
planned?
sure I'll put something together. Did you see my fit last night at House of Villains?
Absolutely obsessed. I comment on it. It's such a slay. You were a villain. You played
Oh my
the
God.
part. It's so good.
So for
Yeah.
everyone, I have a vlog coming out and then I have interviews with the whole entire cast from last night and then from the press junket. So I'm gonna be all up on this show and everyone's gonna have to watch it because it's just such good villain energy.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I'll have to watch.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining. Everybody,
Of
please give this video a thumbs up, or if you're listening as a podcast, like and subscribe. And be sure to follow Molly on all her socials because if you guys want her back,
Thank
she's
you
gonna
guys.
keep coming back. And thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye, guys.